Hi guys, this is Kelsey from the Lost Book Reports, and this is in my, well, this isn't in my vlogs. Sorry, I'm just so used to doing it that way. No, as you can see, I'm all fancied up. I am going to the Live with Kelly Oscar thing that I was telling you all about. So I'm all dressed up and excited to go. I probably just looked really crazy right there. But right before I got all dressed up and ready, I finished reading a book, and I wasn't planning on doing another video book review, but I love this book so much. It definitely may be one of my favorite books. Definitely. The book would be The Girl in the Steel Corset by Kady Cross or Kady Cross. I have to sneeze, so excuse me. I'll do that. So that was really disgusting. I'm sorry. Okay, so yes, I read The Girl in the Steel Corset by Kady Cross, and I am obsessed. I couldn't put it down. I absolutely loved it. And I've been reading some reviews of people not liking it. Maybe it's not your style, but I am enthralled. Basically, if you guys don't know what The Girl in the Steel Corset is about, it's about this, it's a group of people, but right now the main character is Finley Jane, or Finley Shepherd. And she basically has she has two personalities. She has this evil side and this good side. And so it's kind of about her figuring out how to control her bad side and, you know, make it even. And then there's Griffin, and he's a duke in London, and he's got some special powers, and he takes her in, he's trying to help her, and they've got few friends who, Emily, who's like some smart mechanic, doctor person chick. Then there's Sam, who's like he's just this big, muscle bloke. Then there's Jasper, who comes in, and he's just this, suave American cowboy, as they say. And then the other person who's not in their group, but is a character in the book, is Jack Dandy, who's this, like, he's this guy who's got this Cockney accent, and his bad news. He has bad associates, but he has supposedly higher connections. And then there's the bad guy who's the machinist, I think. And it all comes in where they're trying to stop the machinist, and there's this love triangles, and it's it's late 1800s in London, and it's steampunk, so you've got the elements of the mechanical elements and the magical and punk. It's just really cool. And what I love most about the writing, though, is I haven't recently, I've read a lot of good books. I've read a good 4-star, 3-star books. Those are good for me. This book to me was a 5-star book. It had so much layers and depth and created such a world that I'm not saying, because I think by far J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter is one of the best literary works out there, period. This book is definitely up there, though, for me, to create such a world. It's just awesome. I can't say more about it. And I've totally got a crush on Griffin, but then I've totally got this crush on Jack Dandy. I mean, I see what Finley sees in both of them. They're so attractive in so many different ways, and I wish there was a little more of the Finley Jack Dandy interaction in this book. But I know it's a series, so hopefully, from what I can tell, there's going to be a lot more. It's just an awesome book. I mean, if you love steampunk, I would imagine you'll like this book. If you love like the Victorian novels set in Victorian times, you'll like this book. If you love the fantasy aspects, you'll most likely like this book. This is a very well-developed, well-written book. My only thing, I read her acknowledgments and stuff, and she said she wanted to write something like in between, let me go back and find it. It was like a mix between Teen X-Men and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which I guess is like I guess she kind of got that, but honestly, to me, it was more The Great Mouse Detective. Has anybody ever watched that? It's a Disney movie, and it's kind of actually Sherlock Holmesy. Basically, the mouse detective is this mouse whose name I can't think of right now. Basil. And Basil, this is like she's a Minnie Mouse right here. Basil, from what you can tell, is the mouse that lives in Sherlock Holmes' home. He lives on Baker Street. And he's like this crazy guy who's totally into all this stuff. Basically, he's the mouse version of Sherlock Holmes, like I said. And he's trying to capture Ratigan. And Ratigan's this evil, crazy dude. And this little girl named Olivia, her father's been taken. He's an inventor. He makes machines. And oh my god, I can't. If I say what I think I'm going to say, it's going to give away the whole book. Basically, though, what Ratigan does in this book is what the machinist does in this book. They have the same end game, basically. So if anyone knows what I'm talking about with The Great Mouse Detective, that's where I saw the similarity. I thought it was the same thing. Sorry, I know I'm babbling. I just love this book it's that good, to my opinion. I just love this book so much. It's insane. Okay, I have to get going. I have to make my way over to the Kodak Theater, which isn't really, it's not the Kodak Theater anymore. How was the Oscars, everyone? I thought they were amazing. I hope you did. But I'm a sucker for cinema in general. Okay, I'm gonna go now. But if you haven't read, because I know this came out last year, if you haven't read The Girl in the Steel Corset by Kady Cross, go out, go buy it immediately. It's awesome. Alright, I hope you guys have a great Monday, and hopefully I'll have a great Monday morning too.